How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We have confirmation that there is a state that is looking at starting a strategic Bitcoin reserve. They're actually putting forward legislation. We got that news just a little while ago. We also have President-elect Trump talking about why they want to be first into crypto, why they want to bring a lot of crypto back to the US. We have a lot of interesting news. If you don't mind, hit subscribe so you can see future videos just like this. You can also hit the bell notification underneath the video so you know right when I post a video. If you want to trade crypto, this is not right for everyone, but you can get outsized returns. It's kind of like dynamite, right? Like you can get a lot done. You can also blow yourself up. So if you understand leverage, if you want to leverage trade, there's a link to CoinW underneath the video. You get some pretty sweet sign-up bonuses, like up to $30,500 in different bonuses, depending on what you do. So definitely check this out underneath the video. I've had good success with leverage trading, but of course, make sure you understand the risks and make sure you understand leverage trading in general. Now, a couple days ago, Dennis Porter alluded to the fact that there were some massive Bitcoin announcements. He said 3 announcements within the next 2 weeks. This is one of them. He said that this was a strategic Bitcoin reserve announcement that will rapidly speed up the timeline for global Bitcoin adoption. Now, what does this look like? What did he announce? That the state of Texas has filed the bill to officially establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. History was made as this was the first time a bill was filed live on X Spaces. Congrats to Vote Giovanni for his leadership on Bitcoin. So credit where credit is due. Legislator Giovanni Capriglione, maybe I'm saying that right, says, I want Texas to have a strategic Bitcoin reserve first. Texas, pretty pro-Bitcoin. That's where a lot of the Bitcoin miners went to over the last couple of years. And yeah, they seem like they're trying to be first on this. Obviously, they are a massive, massive economy. Dennis earlier said that, they're actually one of the 15th largest economies in the world. You can see U.S., China, Japan, Germany, California is actually the 5th largest. If you took it out of the U.S. and put it by itself, it's actually larger than India. Then U.K., France, Texas. Texas is bigger as a state than some of the other G7 nations, such as Italy, Canada, and some of BRICS nations too. Like I think Brazil is a BRICS nation and Russia. So this is really interesting. A strategic Bitcoin reserve at the state level would be huge. Keep in mind, they have trillions of dollars of GDP each year. So what would that look like? We don't know exactly. Is this a couple million dollars? Is this tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars? I would guess it's probably tens of millions at first, then maybe it gets up to hundreds of millions, maybe this bull run, but I could be wrong. I this is just off the top of my head, my intuitive guess. Dennis Porter also says that, he can confirm that there have been some big news outlets that want exclusive coverage of the Texas bill introduction. So, he's going to be talking about this maybe on live TV. He's going to be going on maybe CNBC or something like that to cover this. At the same time, we have another $1 billion minted at the Tether treasury. Okay, let's actually pull up CoinMarketCap to look at the growth in Tether over the last couple weeks. So on the 1 year, you can see after the election, just a massive amount of printing. There's about 120 billion. Now it's 139.8 billion. So we're talking about $20 billion minted in 5 weeks. This is extremely bullish because this signals that there's more and more money coming into crypto. Usually when stablecoins go up, we see the crypto market go up, right? People are funneling money into Tether and then funneling it into other cryptos. And I'm not sure we've seen a jump like this. I guess maybe back in 2021, we saw something similar. No, not even then. Like if you look at when this really kicked up at the highest velocity on April 2, we had a $40 billion market cap. And then at the end of May, we had 60 billion. So, we're talking about a $20 billion print, but that took about 7 or 8 weeks. So we're moving faster right now than we ever have in terms of bringing money and capital into crypto. Keep in mind, too, there are on-ramps that don't include Tether now. You can just go buy the BlackRock spot ETF, and there's never any tether involved. And more people are doing that. Donald Trump just told Cramer, we're going to do something great with crypto. Let me play this for you.
Embracing crypto, very different from the previous administration. Strategic petroleum reserve like for crypto?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to do something great with crypto because we don't want China or anybody else, not just China, but others are embracing it, and we want to be the head. We're going to be ahead of AI. We're going to be way ahead of AI, and we've got to produce tremendous amounts of electricity. You know that it's unbelievable when you think that we need more than twice what we already have. If you think that's pretty for a specific industry, but we'll be able to do it. We have Lee Zeldin in charge of the environment. He's going to be giving us very strong approvals, I think, and he's going to make sure everything's good and clean and proper, but he's going to give us very fast approvals.
Let me play the beginning again.
Crypto, very different from the previous administration. Strategic petroleum reserve like for crypto?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Cramer says you're embracing crypto, something like a strategic petroleum reserve, and he said, yeah, I think so. Like, that's pretty telling. Right there. He didn't just say, yeah, we're going to create the strategic Bitcoin reserve and we're going to be buying Bitcoin. But he said in the past that they're going to create the strategic Bitcoin reserve. And yeah, right there, he kind of confirmed it. And he says it's not just because of China and others that are embracing it. Not because of China, but others are also embracing it. And yeah, that's been very obvious in the last day. I covered this in one of the earlier videos. Bitcoin ETF ads spotted on China's leading payment app Alipay. Cryptocurrency source, invest from 10 won. And then shows cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase and ARK21 shares ETF. This app has 1 billion users, 1 billion accounts. So yeah, China is trying to get ahead of this. We know other countries are also getting ahead of it. Putin's very pro-Bitcoin all of a sudden too. We have a couple companies that are adding to their balance sheet too. They're adding some Bitcoin. NASDAQ-listed Chinese company Nano Labs, never heard of them before, but they increased their Bitcoin holdings to 360 Bitcoin worth 36 million. Publicly listed Indian company Jet King Ltd skyrocketed 60% in 3 days following its announcement of a corporate Bitcoin strategy. Also, never heard of this one, but they're both adding some Bitcoin to their balance sheet. At the same time, the next halving is getting closer. Halving progress, 16%. And I realize that's still far away from the next halving, right? We're like a sixth of the way there. But it's funny because, you know, you get so hung up in where the price is, you forget we are always gaining value. The adoption curve is always going up and to the right. The value, the true value, the 200-day moving average or 200-week moving average, consistently going up and to the right. Right. We're closer to the next halving. It becomes more scarce. More people want it. I think it's an important reminder that price can go up and down viciously, but the value continues to get better every single day. And actually, I saw Michael Saylor post about this before. Let's look up Bitcoin TradingView. He said really one way that you might value Bitcoin, and we don't want Bitcoin dominance, we want Bitcoin USD, is the 200-week moving average. So let's look at the 200-week moving average right here. And as you can see, it is down here. It's at 42,000. It's always going up and to the right. I don't think there's ever been a period where it's gone down. So every 4 years, Bitcoin's always at a higher price, and it's climbing very steadily now. Let's look at a month ago, around November 11, the value was 40,500. Now the value is 42,000. Okay. Now I'm not saying that we're going to go down to that level by any means, but typically we like flirt with this or go past it during a bear market. So we continue on, like the bear market 200-a-week moving average might be in the 60s or 70,000s. And who's to say that we ever touch it again? Like if there are nations and companies buying this much, we might not get back to this level. So yeah, it's really interesting, but just keep that in mind. Like if you're worried about the price action, just know that every single day, Bitcoin's going up in value, maybe, $50 or something like that on average on the 200 week. So pretty interesting way to think about it. Of course, do your own due diligence. This is just a different way to think about Bitcoin's value, or like the lower band of its value, because we don't usually go below it for very long. But of course, do your own research. Let me know your thoughts on all this. Again, if you want to trade crypto, if you want to trade Bitcoin, this is riskier, but you can also make a good amount of money. There's a link to CoinW underneath the video. And again, you have some pretty nice sign-up bonuses there. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts about Texas. And when do you think they're going to approve this? Or do you think they're going to approve this? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.